beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Second and 7.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Crowder. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Crowder. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run forward from Scarborough. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Kelsey.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not interfered.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kenneth Murray drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
A 28-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Score, Chiefs 3, Chargers 0.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down. Crowder, he's going to get his man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Second quarter, forget for him now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Throw caught here by Bird. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
From the gun on 3rd down, Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally stop him as he's down on the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna and Rosu got the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Crowder. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Whoever the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Crowder. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's got some space here. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. These guys have gone back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mahomes pass.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Crowder. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They run. This is Scarborough. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Chiefs 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And this is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Crowder. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kroger looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Crowder. They'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
1st and 10 at at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Crowder, he's got this one complete to Perriman. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA! Breshad Perriman, 79 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the head.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Crowder. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been in their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Crowder. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nutty on the tackle. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
To throw on 3rd down. Crowder. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Yeah, a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker. What do you you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
A gain of 9.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Crowder. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Cook following the penalty, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crowder, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete in the end zone.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Crowder. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Makes the score. Chargers.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. And caught up and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, Crowder, he's going to look deep for Perriman. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Crowder. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard 22-yard gain.
First down and goal to go.
On first down, Crowder for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Crowder, the quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Operating from the gun. Crowder eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. From the gun, Crowder. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by one Thornhill. I just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now on first down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now here's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete on the
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Crowder. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hill shedding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Tonight's final score.